Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 308 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Also day 4 of our No Nonsense November challenge. Today we're talking about change, and I'm going to call this one Choose to Change, because a lot of people choose to stay the same or try to stay the same. But the truth is, the world is changing around us all the time. Everything is always changing and moving. Remember, everything is energy, so everything is always moving, meaning everything is always changing, whether we want it to or not. Our relationships grow, our businesses grow or decline. We're either improving and going in the direction we want for our life, or we're going backwards. I don't know about you, but I don't like going backwards very often. So I want to make sure that I am being the change I want to see in the world. I want to choose to change each and every day. And by change, I mean grow and become a better human being, become a better example for other people in the world, and just to create the life that I want. So today we're talking about a couple of things. I, of course, have been doing some changing up of things. And this month, as I do the No Nonsense November challenge, I'm looking for personal growth and development as well. And so I am pulling a card from my Getting Into the Vortex deck, and I am looking at a quote or a saying from Dr. Wayne Dyer, who I adored, in the Everyday Wisdom for Success book. And today I looked up a couple about change. And the one is thinking about that's not the one. Change your expectations for yourself. Expect the best, expect your fortunes to change, and expect a miracle. Guess what? We get what we expect. I know it almost seems trite now, but we get what we expect, whether we believe it or not, right? Because it's a universal law. What we're thinking about, what we're expecting, what we're giving our emotions and our energy to creates and shows up in our life. Sometimes it shows up in ways we want. Sometimes it shows up in ways we don't want, because our predominant thoughts impact everything. The card I pulled today was really, I don't know how it fits in, but sometime today I will know how and why it fits in. But it's about babies are thinking and attracting before they are able to even speak. Babies coming to the planet. And I actually didn't know anything about this prior to my sudden cardiac arrest. But after that, I went on a massive, continuous journey to understand life and purpose and all these things more. And one of the things I learned is that, and I actually believe it, we pick our parents and our family and the experiences we want to have on this life. Now, it's really hard to believe that people would pick to be murdered or pick to be hurt or harmed in any way. And I'm not sure that we pick that specific circumstance, but I do think we pick the experiences and the things we want to go through and grow through as part of our time here on planet Earth. I also believe that we have a choice to come back again if we want, but I'm not going to talk about all my personal beliefs because it doesn't matter. We all get to believe what we want. Anyway, it's about babies being born creators, and I think that there is probably much truth to that. I mean, babies know how to vibrate and get what they need, get what they want by crying, and they only have a couple of options when they're born, right? If they can't speak yet, they cry to let you know that something is wrong. And it's up to you to figure out one of the 5 or 6 things that it could possibly be and solve that problem for them. And then once they solve it, then their vibration raises and they're happy little campers. So I guess I'll be thinking about that today, and how does that play into my life and things. And maybe it's just a reminder that every day is a new day and I can start over. I don't have to beat myself up about things I didn't do or that I could have done differently. I can just say, hey, it's a brand new day. What are we going to do with it? Our topic, change. I consider myself a change agent. In all my corporate jobs, my job was to either lead or change things. And most of leadership is helping people to maneuver the ever-changing environment that we work in, the ever-changing environment that we live in, and find ways to embrace that and make it work in their favor, just like it works. I had chosen a long time ago, just knowing that change is inevitable, just like the weather. If you think you're going to do anything about the weather, unless you're a weather scientist, and then you're probably still not going to, you're just deluding yourself. So instead of that, why not say, hey, whatever the weather does today, I'm going to find it interesting and exciting, and I'm going to roll with it because I have no ability, zero control over the weather. Same is true of changes that are outside of us. Now, it's 100% up to us, and we talked about that with radical responsibility a few days ago, is 100% in our control to create the life that we want, to make the choices as we go about our daily life and have our long-term goals and objectives to create what it is that we want. We get to choose our career. We get to choose our significant others and our relationships. I don't know about the kid thing. I mean, I think our kids choose us more than we choose them, because they come in to teach us lessons that we didn't even know we needed, right? Lessons in patience, lessons in being better human beings, lessons in being better leaders and setting the example for them in the ways that they need the example set for them. So today, let's see, what did I write down? I said, choose to be a change agent, choose to be a leader for creating the life that you want. Set the example for other people. And every single day, that's a choice. You can choose to participate or you can choose not to participate. So our action item today, can I keep it simple? I want you to share in the comments below. If you've got anything to say on this subject, please share, because that's how we learn, is by sharing with one another. Otherwise, share in the comments below one way that you are going to embrace a change or something, or how you handle changes as a whole in your life. It could be in your work, it could be in your life, it could be in your relationship. What is one positive, let's make it a positive way. I forgot that. Like, sometimes you have to specify. What is one positive way that you will embrace change in your blank? Relationship, family, finances, whatever it is for you, business, career. What's one thing that you are committing to do today? Share in the comments below so we can learn from one another. That's it. If I can help you with this in any way, I have a whole change process. The whole SOAP framework is a 4-step change process, and you can apply it to anything you want. So if you haven't heard me talk about that, we'll talk about that, and I'd be glad to share it with you. All right, have an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.